Hey there, Patrick from WorkHands, and I'm going to take you through how you can record your OJT both for hours and your competencies as an apprentice with Hospitality Maine. So I'm going to take you through everything here. I'll show you your dashboard. First things first though, I'm going to do this all on my laptop, but the reality is a lot of you will do this from your phone. So just know that this all shrinks down. Whether you're using our Android or iPhone apps or just pulling this up on your browser on your phone, they'll all look and feel the same. So get your OJT here. This will be an overview of how you're doing on both hours and your skills or competencies. You see a whole bunch of red when you're just getting started, but slowly we'll turn those to green. The red just projects where you should be based on your start and end date. So let's go ahead and go make some green happen. Let's pull the time cards. And in here, let's assume we've been keeping track of the hours throughout the month. We've been putting in about 8 hours a day or so. We've been saving it for later each month, but now it's the end of the month, and so it's time to submit. So we can take a look, just make sure that all looks right. We start on the 23rd, okay. Generally, these will get set up for you for a full month, but if you started, in the middle of a month, you might have a partial month like this one. Let's go ahead and hit submit on that. And now it's going to get submitted over to your supervisor, and your supervisor will be able to approve. So there's nothing to do there, but maybe, we want to go back and make sure that we're up to date on October. This is the current month. And for this month, actually, we forgot to do, some of last week. So let's go and just update, maybe Thursday. We actually put in 2 hours in position, 2 hours in employer specific, and 2 hours in food prep and product ID. Now in this case, we're not going to submit because it's the current month, and we'll actually give you a warning if you try to. But we're just going to save that one for later so that at the end of the month, it's time for us to submit. That's all just sitting there waiting for us. At the end of the month, by the way, we'll give you notices when it's time to submit, typically around the 2nd of the month. We'll give you a reminder when it's time to submit if you haven't submitted. And then if you still haven't submitted, we'll let you know your risk of being overdue around the 10th or so. So go ahead and submit that after that first notification. You won't really hear from WorkHands all that much. Let's go back now and just take a look. And we'll see our OJT charts. Might have to do a quick refresh just to get them to come through. Our OJT charts will start to shift to green. So we'll see the hours that we submitted in light green, and then eventually when you get approved, those will turn to dark green as well. So that's your hours. Now the way things work on evaluations for your competencies will be very similar. So we'll pull this up. We'll see that we have one that's due from Q3. These are typically just a few times a year, so on a quarterly schedule. We'll open this up. And you'll often find that you might be a little bit further ahead when it comes to your competencies than your hours. So, maybe you've taken care of actually most of the employer knowledge tasks, and you've taken care of a few position specific and a few safety. What you're going to do, just like with hours, you do that self-evaluation. And if you want to do it throughout the month as you complete, you can be saving for later. But in this case, we're going to go ahead and submit because it's due. And that's going to get sent over again to a supervisor so they can review it and approve it. So again, those competencies shift to green in this case. And that's all you have to do there as well. Same thing though, if you want to pull this up and be saving for later, you can do this throughout the month and actually just keep track of where you are after that. Let's go take a look now and pull up these charts. We'll do a quick refresh just to let things update in the background. And now you'll see, where you are both on the hours and skills. You're starting to make progress. You have some skills submitted across various different tasks, and you have your hours updated as well. So that's the bulk of what you'll be doing. Like I said, you'll start to see these charts go from red to green as you get started. Your supervisor will approve. When they approve, you'll get notified. And that's the bulk of what you'll be doing on WorkHands. Now, if you have any questions, if you're trying to use this, feel free to pull us up. We have chat support built right into the site and on the apps. You can start a conversation with us here. If we're not there or not at our desk, whatever reason, we'll get back to you typically within the hour during the week or within a day on the weekend. If you have any other questions, feel free to hit us up there. Looking forward to see you on WorkHands and hope to hear from you.